Good morning. So, going to start the day with some water tests in here, and I want to have another look at the shower and the Ochiba as well. I actually want to get that out just to confirm possibly what I think it might have wrong with it. So yeah, water test just to see where we're at. Filter change. I might take all the K1 out the filter as well, just to have a look to see if there's any junk in the bottom of it, which I did, I don't know, a couple of months back now, and there was a little bit of stuff in the bottom, so I might do that. It only takes 10 minutes, and then sort of see where we're at really. So get on with that now really. Just taking the middle bit out, we'll just fill it back up with water, and then we'll just scoop it out with a sieve. So, see what we get. So, completely clear in the bottom of there, look. Happy with that. Well, okay, so that's good. Fill it back up now. Happy days. So that's all back now. Literally took about 6 minutes, I think, to take all the stuff out and then put it all back. Next step, obviously I did salt in here a while back. I'm just going to see how little there is or isn't in here. So still 0.12 of salt in there. I may top that up to 0.3 now. Okay. Water tests, as expected. Let's put it up against the wall. Ammonia green, pH brown normal for me, and that's the normal colour. So my ammonia is still an issue. I need to get that down now. I don't want to change too much water because obviously I need to keep water in there to mature everything again after the CT blast. So just keep on with me. I might, because I'm off for a few days now, I might set up a bit of a trickle in and a trickle out through the filter, so I can keep an eye on it. I normally don't here. I just dump the Eazy pod every other day, twice. That's the water changes it does in here. I don't have a permanent trickle in here. So we'll just add in some water now, as you can see. Next point now, get the fish out to have a look and see the disappointment of probably more mess, but hey, that's where it's at the minute. So I've got into that now. I've just decided, since there's only 4 in here, I'm going to get all 4 out, but I'm going to get the Chag and the Kahaku out first, which didn't have any issues, just to have a quick check and make sure there is no issues on the fish. Let's just look. So that's good. The scale that it knocked out on the photo show, there is a new scale there, look. It's not quite the same colour as the others, but in time I presume it will colour up. So So other than that little blob, which it's had for ages, I don't know what it is. Bit of pox maybe. There's a little mark there, look. Right. A bit of Tony on that. Its mouth a little bit red. Possibly. I'm not the best with colours. So first impressions of this, alright. A bit of a red mouth there, look. So, no. Yeah, bit sore there, look at that. Brilliant. No lumps or bumps on it though. Gills look alright, so just that start of a sore on its nose. Okay, I'll just put a bit of treatment on that and get it back, and then start with the real injury ones. Wow, this fish is a mess. I'm just waiting for it to roll over, but looking at the side of it, it's got an absolute ton more of raised scales, and it's just all bloody. It's not even starting to heal, so it has got something wrong with it major. And its peck over here, look at the state of that as well. It's obviously some kind of bacterial issue somewhere. I don't know whether possibly got a bit of dermo, but this fish is not right at all. So what an absolute mess. I'm just at a loss as to how quick it happened, and then how bad it got over the course of like 3 or 4 days. It was absolutely unbelievable. And so its tail's a mess where I cut it, and it's all split and bloody, and anyway, I don't want to go over. A bit more time. Well, that has taken a major turn for the worse. Look, these are all pussy. Them ones up there are all rough and horrible, and there's just no the healing that was happening has just completely disappeared. Obviously I've got high ammonia now, so that's not helping. I've just got, it's got everything. It's just got everything wrong with it. So, I mean, look at the state of its peck. There's obviously some kind of bacteria here that is just... And the fish doesn't like being out. Jeez, so I'll clean that up again. Just look at it, it's an absolute state. I'll probably take another 20 scales out, because they are just like sandpaper then, and down here. Jeez. So there we go. That's what we have. Lucky me. And yeah, absolute mess. Absolute mess. So, to be honest, I'm actually tempted to put both this and the Achiba out of the misery, because what am I doing here? I'm trying to obviously fix it, but it's just getting worse. I'm not getting any better. So a couple of weeks now, just gradually getting worse. It's a waste. It's a waste of time. Obviously, it's pain and suffering for the fish, and obviously the expense of trying to fix the fish, which is going to be wrecked anyway. Is there any point? Or morally, do I have to just try and repair the fish and then move it on to somebody else? I mean, no one's going to want the fish, are they? Because one, it's battered. Two, they're going to see that it's had the issues that it's had, and not that I've had in here in the pond. So yeah, so it's just, you know, it's just hard at the minute with knowing what to do. I suppose I could send a fish off to get it checked out to see what type of bacteria or what kind of issue I've got here, but for the sake of two fish, is it really worth it now? I mean, the Achiba's so far wrecked now, it's never going to, I would have said it's never going to heal right. It's missing so many scales, probably missing 100 scales, and it's quite deep now, so I doubt if they're not going to grow back, are they? Because it's right down to the muscle. So, you know, what do I do? Well, that's where my mind's thinking at the minute. There's probably no point. And obviously I'm putting the other fish that I've got in here inside at risk now from these issues. So eventually, if it does spread and get to the others, like the Achiba, it's obviously pushed it over to this shower, I'm going to be left with no fish in there anyway. So yeah, absolute ridiculous. That's what I'm thinking. It's ridiculous. So I did treat the Achiba and then put it back in, and then, as you saw, got the shower out, and I've made the decision now not to treat. I'm going to put them out of the misery. I don't know exactly what it is I've got. As I did say, I could have probably got a fish sent off to Paula Reynolds and got it diagnosed as to what bacteria, what issue it is exactly that they may have had or do have, but I just think it's the right thing to do. The Achiba did make some progress and then went back about 100 steps, so I don't know. And obviously I've got two other healthy fish in there, bar the tiny knock on the nose and the tiny little bit of red on the anal fin of the shag and the knock on the nose of the kahaku. So I'm going to take my chances with just them two in there now. I'm going to start to turn the heat down a tad once the filter gets up to speed. Obviously I'm showing high ammonia at the minute, and then just sort of sit on it really and just to keep an eye on the two that are inside and what's outside, as you normally would do in the winter, and then just reassess everything in the spring. I've had months and months and months of bloody parasite issues, and now this bacterial issue, and it's just sort of giving me a slap really. And I think now I'm going to close down my inside grow on / quarantine pond and just concentrate on the outside pond. And if my heart's still in it next year, add a heater for the outside pond, an air source heat pump. That way then, if I do have any issues, I can control the temperature up or down, and my winters are never going to be as harsh for the koi as they are at the minute, unheated, down to about 10 degrees. So yeah, bit of a bad place at the minute, a bit upset about having to get rid of a couple of fish, but you know, I just think it's fairer on the fish rather than leaving them to get through it. And I'm going to have to get them out, I'm going to have to retreat, more swollen scales to come out, more injections, more everything. It's not good for them, and obviously it's crazy for me as well. So that's where I'm at with that now. I'm just going to do some water tests in here just to see where my ammonia is at, and change a bit of water out. I did chuck a tiny bit of food in and they're not interested at all, so I'm just going to scoop that out now. Obviously there's only 2 in it at the minute, so we chucked a small amount. Oh, there we go, maybe. It's not really interested at all, so I'll get that out now, and then check my water parameters and change a bit of water out. A bit sad now there's only 2 in there, to be honest, but hey, it is what it is. There's still something odd going on. I don't know whether it's because of the slightly high ammonia. The little kahatu is just every now and again is absolutely darting around. But hey, I need to get it out in another few days. I'm probably going to leave it 4 or 5 days just to have another look at his nose. You can't see it in the pond. I just want to make sure that's healing okay, but I need to obviously get the ammonia down first. So yeah, get these pellets out, check the water, and then yeah, see where it's at really. So obviously, yeah, as expected, ammonia is still green. Doesn't look quite as dark as the other day, but it's still green nonetheless. pH is stable still, and nitrite isn't showing any at the minute, so a bit of odd. But you thought if I'm converting ammonia, I would have a tint on this, but the nitrite, but I haven't. So anyway, just changing some water now, and then just keeping on them really.